Gemma Gené and Mochi's sister Marta. Hi. So I'm the author of, which is a book about Mochi's first year of life, from our comic about Mochi. And we're here to sign some books, the one you guys ordered. You want to get a signed copy, get it at the link in the screen. As I'm signing, I'm going to answer your questions, and my sister here is going to read them. Look at this. Are we ready?
I'm so ready. I'm so ready. And I see some people are like, ready as Mochi says I too. Okay, so the first question from one of your readers is whether there's a main thing that you want while reading your book.
And from this book, yes, I'm enjoying the little things in life. Mochi now is a senior, and I honestly love that. And for me, it was very funny that when he was born, he was already a senior. He was also. So even though that first year went by real quick, and his personality didn't change so much, but the little things that he did as a pup, they weren't gone so fast because they didn't last so long. And so I don't remember now, but yeah. So I feel like I would love for people to see the beauty of a life dog is not only about the first year when they are puppies, but the whole long, that it's actually not so long life, and that every little stage of life is about the first stage, but at the end of the book there's also adulthood, and I feel that it's the idea of the book is that still his life is so when he grows up.
Do you think that having had just become a mom to through that first year again with Yellow is part of what made you want to write for the first time you became a mom and the first year?
100%. That Mochi is my son, and before I had babies, everyone was like, I really haven't had kids. So I only had a kid to prove everyone wrong, and now that I have a baby, I do the same thing. So it's not because Mochi is much better behaved than Yellow. It's true that I feel that you can love both of them the same. And I wrote this book when I was pregnant, and of course I wrote it when Yellow was a baby. So yeah, it brought my memories, even though of course pugs, puppies, and babies are different. Not so much. There's a lot of poop cleaning, meltdown.
Some similarities for all parents.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the next question. Which question around Mochi, and how did you come up with the character?
Actually, come out with the character. So I was doing a comic about my life. It's not even. When I was in Barcelona, I used to do a comic about my life, and then I got Mochi. So the comic, but then I stopped the comic. I moved to the US, but the thing I wanted to draw about was Mochi. So the book, the comic, very, very fast became about him.
Yes, it's more like the character found you.
Yeah,
and it's way out into the world because that's what you were thinking about all the time.
Absolutely.
Because I can assist in answering too, which is when did you first begin illustrating, and has it always been a passion?
So I always draw a lot as a kid.
On the walls, on my homework.
Here. She's a classic. Someone is literally just. What's pasando?
Están pasando la otra.
No.
Ah, pues
Sí.
vale.
Sorry. My God. So that like we're showing the wrong video. I told them no.
Okay. At the end of the day, it's about family.
So,
And all generations. We're Spanish, so all generations.
we're all characters. This is bringing me back from our first book signing with visit. So now with my dad. So yeah, I was always the artsy kid. I would choose the smart, like like she would read, and she would keep a diary. It's very good read. So she would keep a diary and everything. But I would be drawings that I would make and then I would destroy, so no one would see my design. And it was actually the comic, but in very, very early stages.
Yeah. Communicated your feelings with drawings. Like
Yeah.
if you were upset, you would see it in your drawings.
Yes.
Okay, next question. Oh, I should. Any advice to someone just starting out in the arts?
Are you just the arts?
No, but I'm always looking for a career change.
Oh, nice. So my advice would be to literally just do it. Just don't overthink. Just start experimenting. Don't, it needs to be super clear cut. It needs to be exactly like this, and then I'm gonna marry this and do this forever. But change, especially as you get better. So just practice a lot. And what line of passion are you in? And what helped me a lot was and decide to post every day. So this way I had to every day, and I feel like this is the only way you can get better. Like if you see my first drawings, like Mochi is so different. Like it's so different.
Your last drawings.
My did yesterday for this occasion. At 1 a.m. So yeah, but don't be shy to show your work, and don't feel bad. Like who cares? Like literally everyone is bad. So like if you wanna produce, and always feel free to change your style, change, and I don't know, enjoy, like have fun with it.
Okay. Just when you were younger, what did you want to be when you grow up? So we can spend the next hour and see what didn't you want to be when you grow up.
So first thing I ever wanted to do, like, and I have proof of that because it was for like first I said I wanted to be a painter and wear a very specific apron. So it was very specific.
Too.
Of course, like the whole thing was very specific. But very quickly after that, I wanted to be an actress for the longest time.
I think it's still no.
Still now, I want to like.
And casting directors around.
Just let me know. Free for Netflix anytime. So for the next, she's a producer here, so still like I'm working but yeah, after architecture and all, like I've never be a career, so I went through all possible options. So in Spain, the university is different than in the US. You have to decide what you want to do. You have to decide one, like even before applying. So I had no idea I actress, but then my parents like got on my head, like, no, you have to do this. And before that,
We come from a long line of everybody except us, our doctors.
Yeah.
Everybody. All our family tree.
Yeah, everyone. So no, because as in like a second ago, I wanted to be an actress. So my friends were doing, which I don't recommend, and everyone was doing advertising. So I went into advertising, and then I'm like, what am I doing here? So I moved to cinema, and then I moved to art. So I don't know what next.
I said everybody in our family, but actually our grandmother was an artist too. interesting that even with her being a successful and incredibly talented, it just never felt like it was a career path.
Yeah, I remember and she was like a massive sculptor, like industry. Like she has a very super prolific, amazing sculptures. But I remember our granddad saying like, yeah, she wasn't like she couldn't live off this, like it's not. And I don't know, like for me, it was art came so natural. Like it didn't like, yeah, you can be a professional teeth brusher, like you're not gonna do that. Like why would you? So really never consider it.
But still doesn't feel like work.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Like work doesn't. I do what I do. But I know.
Okay, and this is nice. Next question, which is, what do you like to do for fun?
That's a very good question. So I honestly, like, because I'm a workaholic, like when I have a time, I basically just work a little bit. But now, which Yellow is my daughter, for no one doesn't know, I have Yellow. I don't have the luxury of working in the weekends, so I actually do something for fun, which is like a challenge. So our favorite thing is do hikes with the dogs, especially of course on cold enough, so we never do it in the summer. And I don't do it now since I didn't again, but I love ice skating, figure skating. So
okay, now also a question that can take us a long time. Type of food and your go-to meal.
okay, I'm gonna answer for Mochi instead of referring to Mochi because I'm here assuming that it's that for me, and I know Mochi loves he never liked kibble, so he was until 3 years old, and then he was on a raw diet, and now he's diet, then raw, now cook again. So he loves everything. He's vegan, so if a vegan doesn't eat it, he loves it. He loves it, and if a vegan, and his favorite thing is jamón, of course, because he's from Spain. And I would say I love ice cream. Now it's my favorite thing. And if I have to choose food, I would say gazpacho. I love gazpacho, which is Spanish.
Yes. Our mom makes it.
Yes, she does. She does.
Okay. Next, do you have?
I have a lot. Yeah, a lot. I have Mochi and the twin cheese, which are so Mochi is my part Mochi, and the twin cheese are two crazy chipmunks that are twins and they are crazy. So if I can say like
This many adults.
yes, yeah. So they were 20, and I wish I wanted to have a cat, but Peli, my husband, said let me have a chinchilla. So it's the three for now. But honestly, at this moment, 3 and Yellow is like, yeah, that's too much. Like even the twins are a lot. So just by themselves. Yeah. Because it's like for a second, they will burn the house down. Like it's no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never away, yeah. And honestly, like Hui, and I think today, I don't know how still. Oh, he's still alive. So much trouble, but God loves him and he saves him every time. But yeah, just 3, I guess.
Okay, so next question is for Mochi. A TV series or movie, maybe?
That's a great question. So, my goal in life is serious. And this is my goal. I visualize it's happening. So yes, I want to do a TV series. Now I'm working with inside it. Interested, so it might happen. I don't know.
What is exciting?
Honestly, it's more than me. We am dreaming at the moment. So hopefully, and I have a very, very, very cool idea for this.
I concur. I'm usually the first person to hit. I think this is a wonderful one. Also,
so Netflix, please. And
on Facebook, you can ask questions, and we will be asking. So if there's anything you're burning to know, if what you read books, it says right there at the bottom of the screen. But if you have other questions, go ahead and ask them, and we will be reading them here too. So I think this is going to be Mochi's favorite question, which is, can you please give Mochi and my crew? I love you guys from Honey.
okay. Un besito, con un besito. Sí, sí. He's all for it. Mira mi cariño. Do you want to look at the camera? He's like, no.
So delicious.
It's so delicious. So this is for you guys. I can. So like, what can I say?
Yeah, would you say that Mochi is like soothing toy? Like some people have, I know my daughter likes those. Yes. Some people have fidget spinners. Yes. But he's your sort of soothing mechanism.
And this is actually this is a clinical study of one person, but 100%. I used to have how to say insomnia, the worst. Like couldn't sleep like ever. Like a baby because he's a sound machine and he's so fluffy, squishy, and before anyone asks again if I drop him because it's weird that he is like this. And it's not even because he's a senior. Like he's always been like this. He's always
been super chill.
Super chill. Sí, a que sí, cariño. Sí, que bueno. See, also he has an eye problem today, but it's getting much better. Like but it's getting better.
So I'm gonna ask that.
Okay.
One of them is, besides Mochi, who's your favorite?
Honestly, now I love drawing Yellow. I really love drawing her. I draw her slightly chubbier because I think it's like more to the. But yeah, I love drawing her. Yeah. And I love drawing Fake Ben. Fake Ben is a character I actually invented. Like I'm sorry, but I just love him. Love his personality. Love the way. So I'm a big fan of Fake Ben.
Why don't you tell us a little bit of how you came up with the idea of
so Fake Ben, Mochi, if you're a good follower, has a friend he's obsessed with, who is Ben, and he's the coolest kid. You know, like that part loves him. Like I don't know why. I mean, he's very cool. Like, he's super sweet, but like, all the dogs, like he's super popular, and Mochi loves him, and Mochi couldn't care less about ever.
Yeah, Mochi is always too cool for school.
He's too cool, but he's obsessed with Ben, which is very funny. Fortunately, we moved out super far away. We don't go to that part anymore. Unfortunately, we miss Ben. So I invented a character that is Fake Ben, which is a dog that is with Ben, but he doesn't look at all like Ben. It's like the opposite. But his name is Mochi, and Mochi doesn't want to know anything about him. And what can I say? I'm very proud of this character.
Well, I think it also brings up a lot of Mochi's personality. Like I think the way you use him is just sort of contrast with Mochi. And I guess one of the things that I tell people, oh, you should check out my sister's Instagram, or you should check out her book. And who have dogs say, oh my god, I can relate so much.
Mm-hmm.
And why do you think everybody finds your drawing so incredibly relatable?
Because I think the dog is unique in the exact same way. You know? What can I say? I mean, Mochi and the twins are very, very different, but I feel like some of the things are the same. You know, like first, a lot of is very relatable, which is the main part of the comic, and but likes and dislikes. I mean, what dog likes to go out? Or, I mean, of course, if you see Mochi and Ananika Uno, their person. So I always say, like, of course, you have, depending on what dog you have, it might not be relatable. There's some things that are like all the dogs do, and or all the.
Yeah, I think the love that you have for Mochi is, I think, what a lot of owners can do. Although look at his face.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. I don't think anyone as much as I love Mochi, but if you guys say so, okay, whatever.
Kind of a practical question, because I see some people connecting here from all over the world. How can they order the book?
So the book, you can to the link in your bio in the screen. This, if you order, it is very nice. And
you should show how, because I'm getting the super cool sneakers.
And I take a lot of time. Kelly, my husband, the other day came like, "Are you doing what did you say? I'm very book." And like, yes, I am. That's what I'm taking forever. But so you can order it otherwise everywhere, wherever books are sold.
Okay.
Also, the link in our bio, we share like because from Europe it's better from different sites, so we have all the links, including this one, the link in our bio.
And also, if you're a patron, right? Or
yes.
Is that
on? Because they should have been a patron before and.
okay. Well, I love when my patron look at something.
If you want to be a patron,
It's not too late. There's still going to be
yeah.
very, very fun stuff.
Exactly. There's
yeah, I don't get to open it. Sophia has to open the cards. Great question too, which is, when will we have a book with the twin inches in yellow?
And I have a lot of books in the works because I'm unable to. So but when I made this book, I'm like, okay, I threw in all this one because we wanted to present the character of Mochi for many other characters, but I have books and yellow will be in, and it's very as pretty much. So hopefully in other books they'll be. Make sure to buy this interest in making other books, or just leaving it there.
Yeah, the sure way to get more ones that are out right now.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, yes, I would love it for those who may not know. What are Mochi's favorite things to do?
His favorite thing ever is sleeping and eating. But yes, and of course like being pet, massages, like this kind of stuff. But he loves hiking. Of course we do like very cheap, go crazy, and it's usually when we hike it, the twins is going Mochi just going straight. Okay. Our dad just told us.
Show
Our dad just told us that you guys don't hear anything we're saying.
every day, so we are just catching up.
When that happens, well, we hope. Well, we hope you get some. Okay. Bueno, es igual. We're gonna go on. Okay, well, keep going. Keep going. So Mochi loves hikes. He does like very chill hikes. Like we don't do like very crazy steep things, and we always go in colder month, not like snowing because of course we're in the cold area. But yeah, he loves to walk in nature. He's a very
He's a wild beast.
wild beast.
And which one of your puppy favorite? I mean, sorry, is Yellow's favorite?
I feel like Yellow's favorite is Dewey, which is funny because Dewey much, but she's obsessed with him. She's like Dewey and who is, and everything is Dewey, and she just wants Dewey, and Dewey's like, no, thank you. Put a lot of pressure on Dewey because he's not super excited about kids. So we space, but yeah, Yellow is very obsessed. She loves Mochi a lot, but she's a little bit Mochi. I love. She's like, no, me. But they're all cool. That she likes all of them.
Speaking of jealousy, someone asking if Pelly is still jealous of Mochi. Maybe we should call Pelly and ask him.
I mean, it's in real life. It's not as just the comic, but it's not so different. I'm gonna tell you. So, for instance, if Pelly walks them, I have physically like put Mochi on a leash and then push him outside. Otherwise, like no, you know. And they have their arguments and disagreements. So, the jealousy thing, or it's just that I don't know. I mean, they're cool, but not so cool.
Alright. Pretty hard.
As if there was a competition.
How do you come up with stories? Like, how do you think of cartoons to draw? I mean, because now you've been doing this for how many years?
A lot. I think it's 5 years or so. I don't know, 6 years maybe. 6 probably. And every time, that's why sometimes I say, there's some things about living with Mochi that I like a lot because I feel like some of the better early years. However, book and of course the graphics are much better in my opinion, and there are a lot of that because in the first book they were always very short stories. But what I do is an idea, I write it in my phone, and then I have a long list of ideas, and I just choose the idea I want, and I just draw it.
And do you draw every day?
I didn't want to, but I ended up drawing.
And what's your process for drawing? Like, do you start with pencil? Do you do it?
No, I always do it in pencil, and I do sometimes I do like very very rough sketches, and then I do it in my computer, and sometimes I more draw it nicely on paper, and then I do it in my computer. I use Illustrator and Photoshop, and yeah, my least favorite part is drawing the lines, drawing to me. But I love coloring and I love sketching. And I love, like, for instance, sometimes face expression that I want, like, it's not perfect, so I draw it a million times. Reference photos to see, like, to improve it a little bit. So yeah.
Better than opening a notebook in my parents' house and all of a sudden there's old Mochi sketches. Because, I mean, not on the walls anymore, but you still will draw and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, since I started Mochi, I did something I've never, which was finish up a notebook. Like, now I go through bookplate actually, and at the end of the year, especially when before I didn't draw on computer, but the early drawings were all hand drawings, so it was very nice that this, like, stack of paper that you could see all the drawings of the year. And
yeah, it's like the inspiration for the book. It's your own your book. And speaking of this book, are the cartoon stuff we've already seen on Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it a combination?
That's a great question, Martha, because actually this is very exciting. Unlike the old book, which was there was like maybe 7. This one, it's all new stories, never been told. There are stickers at the back because I know you guys love stickers. I love
You already put them all.
of course. And there's the last pages have some of the existing comics. So my favorite that you've seen online, they're here too, but it's very few pages because it's. And we added some actual photos of behind the comics, because when we put the comic of the video that was the inspiration for the comic, people really love it. So especially being Mochi as a puppy, they are very good. But I'm gonna tell you, what is it photos? Mochi was a very ugly puppy.
No, he was not.
He's insane. I mean, here that he was a little bit older, he's very good. But I have a photo that pop up on my Facebook that look. It's not like, you know, the Kardashians, maybe you know them. The Kardashians, it's pugs. Their puppies are eating so cute. Like, are you kidding me? But Mochi like this now. Like, he's so, like Mochi, every day that goes by, like, he gets so cute. So cute. But puppy, but
Very cute.
I mean, but now, like, he was a cute puppy now. Like,
Don't listen to her.
look at this, he's so cute. What's next?
Have you started working on your next book?
Yes, I have. And aside, I've been working on a kids book of Mochi that I really feel like. When Yellow loves reading, and I always want. I did with Tom Cody, and we did it's called The Pack Who Hate the World, and it was very cute. But I want one of Mochi, of course. And I actually sent the script, no, how do you say, the draft, whatever, the text, to my sister, and I'm still waiting for. So whenever I see,
I can do it now. Instead of asking questions.
do everything.
And I see everybody on Facebook is agreeing with me that, and as cute now as he was when he was a puppy.
Yeah.
You're getting so many compliments here.
Okay, I have a question for people listening. Like, because our dad says you guys can't hear us, so please just chatting here.
Well, we're just chatting. We're never doing Catalan.
Exactly.
So it's a little bit less awkward.
We're
Oh, very hard to hear. Yes. Okay.
So let's project.
Okay. Well, What were you?
So our dad was right. That's puppy. Now he's like,
Little behind the scenes here. That our family, both our parents, our daughters are downstairs watching. As we are here. Yes. Oh, it's interrupted a lot. Okay. Connection. Maybe we'll see, perhaps. Well, once again, and we'll re-answer them.
yeah.
Well, everybody's saying hi to Mochi while they're also saying.
Mochi is in a coma right now.
Do you have a favorite?
There's one drawing particularly that I love. It's fine. Not the comic, the actual drawing. Well, I the comic I really like. There's a drawing. Some drawings I got carried away. So I had a lot of fun making this book. Like honestly, I had so much fun. I don't know, like I went overboard with years. I don't know if you guys can see it. I love this drawing. There. Yes, I want this drawing to be like a, I don't know, like a sticker. It's Mochi's mind being. I love it.
Mind blasted.
Yeah. It's really good.
We're gonna and we ask okay. So your comic book has a color scheme. How did you get to that, or did it just, how conscious was it?
So it keeps blue and has been pretty constant. The colors have changed, pink and green. Then it was blue, and so and we were a little bit worried about all the pink and like only one that, which by the way I'm so against because I love pink. But my publisher was a little bit worried about that. But he did say like only woman girl, so like who cares? But I was like, okay, yeah, that it's true. Also, which again, I don't care. He wears pink harness all the time because I love pink. But I wanted a color that would really, really work with his skin, with his skin, 4-tone, whatever. So I found this blue that I love. It looks super cute in blue. So I kept the blue and like how do you say? Yeah. It's a yeah. I'm still not so sure about the secondary colors and for the backgrounds. Like I keep changing that, but yeah, I like this blue a lot.
One of the things that I think makes your comic so special, and it's something that has to do with how it came about, is how close you are to a lot of your followers.
Yeah.
How do you think they and their feedback contributes to your, does it affect the kind of stories you want to tell, or how about your relationship with your followers? Because I think that's part of what makes you guys so special.
The way we started was creating a community. Like first thing, and that's how we gain our followers. A lot of people ask if we are quickly. It's like we've never gone viral. It's never been in the I woke up one day and it was 100,000. Never. But with pack loving community, we accidentally created a pack loving community, which I feel like we started with Paperback Shotgun and Violet the Pug. Like we stand out because we were a comic, so everyone kind of knew us. And going strong with them, and we listen a lot. What I could say, I couldn't care less about what people say, but I do care a lot, and I love to see the reactions of people of people of our comments. So are like, oh, that's super funny, or that, oh, I cried with that, and I love hearing more comics like that because I just love seeing this reaction. Also, of course, we have the patrons, which is a smaller community within our community, are like super loyal followers and everything. Like for instance, with the calendar,
we get to vote on all of
exactly stuff. Yeah. So for those the images, the artwork, and for instance, like the other day, I was in the kitchen and Peli came like, do you know? Because we sent a letter, a bunch of like stuff, and Peli was like, do you know Freddie's birthday? How am I supposed to know Freddie's birthday? And he was like, well, you talk to him every day,
and he's watching right now.
Yes, and he does, and I know it's August 24th. You're gonna get your present, and he's
August or
August.
in August.
In August. And I told him to add Mary's birthday because so we're gonna send Mary a birthday card too. Well, Mochi. So
For all his friends.
yes.
For all his friends. What do you think your relationship with Mochi is so special? Because I think which has to do with how your relationship started and kind of where you were at.
According to Peli, Peli's also watching. According to Peli, it's because I have kids of my own, which I didn't want at the time. So I had a pregnancy with Mochi. That's Peli's theory. The actual theory,
Peli Freud.
yeah, Peli Freud, and the actual theory is that I always loved animals so much. Like growing up, I was obsessed. I remember teachers saying like, you have to care less about animals and more about you. Thank you. But so yeah, I've always been dogs, and it's that no one ever like not be as loyal as a dog, like to love as much as a dog. So for just love them, like we growing up, we had Taka, our first dog, and he was like
He was
the best. Like he was always there for you. Like no, he died. He was very old, and he couldn't even walk. Like he was very, and he would get up to walk with me in the bathroom, and I would be like, no, I'll be right back, and he would still make the effort. So he was amazing. So with Mochi, is the same thing. It's that no one loved me as much as Mochi. Like no one, no, yeah, not anyone. Like Mochi he only has me in his work, and I spend a lot of time alone at home, so we bonded a lot, and we're always together. So yeah,
he's nobody loves you like I do.
Yes, true. He's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, Mochi is like people, because a lot of people are like, oh, you love more fair for them, and honestly, it's very we have different relationships. Like I love all of them with the twins that I don't do with Mochi. For instance, I did agility with Huey because and we did training classes with Dewey because he needed that, and then we took Dewey. Yeah, they didn't work, by the way, but he went through all of them. He got his diploma. But we took Dewey for dinner every week after the classes. You know, like have their own one-on-one time. But no one loves me as much as Mochi. Twinsies, crazy twinsies.
Not them put together.
Not them put together. Like Mochi is something my family just know. Like Mochi is it's special. What can I say? He's special.
This question is not so much about the book, but about your Instagram, which is I love it when you stories. Is your plan to do more of those?
Honestly, I would only do animation. Not only, but a lot of animation. It's just that I learned animation to.
Yeah, that was literally my follow-up question. Learn
at university. So literally my animation is Dinky, not the next.
No.
So it's perfect. Yes. But I just love the animation. Like I just love it. Just that it takes. I used to work with an animator, and that it was hard to communicate what I wanted. So I'm a DIY person, so I like doing it myself. But I wish honestly made it take me serious because I need to see Mochi moving because he doesn't move in real life. You have to move.
It's easy animation. Yes, he doesn't have to move much. It's just the world.
Exactly.
Right? Are you the sun in the world?
Yeah, he just doesn't do anything. He just shines.
So, how did you know? Like, you started the book, but how did you know the book was finished, and how did you go about choosing cartoons to include in the book?
So the book was finished, and it was like, okay, yeah, we have to deadline. No, but I mean, they gave me a number, either do this or that, because to bind the book. So we had to keep like a comic or two out. So we had to edit. But it was very hard. I mean, of course, because it's very specific book. So it was my memories of that time. So it's not that I could put the comic of Never Ends, right? But that book is of Mochi as a puppy. So it was only the stories about Mochi as a puppy were relevant.
And would you say that was like the first year of his life?
And Mochi moved to the US when he was 8 months old. So his so 8 months. One because it continues through. So I don't know, like it's of course I would have put a lot more in, but it's I like the structure. I like that it's different. It's chronological stories, and it also contains a deep that one can know. So Peli, like when you purchase the book, you agree that you're not gonna tell Peli about the secret. So and yeah, I don't know. When I look at it, I have so many memories of Mochi.
This one is just. I think you should show this. I mean, like this of baby Mochi is just
Baby Mochi, yes. Baby Mochi.
Say he had more folds then or less folds?
I would say less because he's chubbier now, and but he was very.
It's not according to him. He's starved.
He's starved.
Malnourished. Every time he sees you go into the kitchen, he tries to convince you that his mom hasn't fed him.
Yes, he does. He does.
What have you been getting from the book? Has many people? Because I know on Instagram,
So
having you send some advanced copy.
I
know Sophia's feedback.
Yes.
That she's ready to hear.
Sophia was like, "This is a very good book," and also Kennedy, we which is Sophia H. And Kennedy is Circus Pugs. Loved it too. And of course, because there's not a lot of text, you're welcome. Loved it. I mean, of course, what are they going to say? No one's going to say, oh, your book sucks, of course. But you would. I don't know, not with those words, but
No, before that,
yeah.
I was told it's a great idea.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, we're being interested in it. So hopefully.
Well, I know all of Sophia's friends have and go back home.
Yeah, that was actually a surprise for me, especially because the book is for all audiences. But I draw it, I'm an adult, so I didn't have kids in mind. Like our first book signing in Spain, it was so surprising that so many came with the book like this. They were so excited. They loved it.
Like this, but like all that
Yeah.
born from
Facts. Like
yeah.
there was a kid that had all the post-its in it. Like it's my favorite comics. It was so surprising and so sweet. So yeah, I think the TV show is a must because it would cater like a younger audience. Wait, buenos días.
Mochi, his food habits, and has a lot to say about it. How did you get the book?
So I did send because my first idea for the cover is being carried by the how do you say it? Which I wasn't sure about using that drawing because it's a book, so I thought it was a little weird. So I love these, and I did the different options, and my editor was like, everyone chose this one, like this one, the clouds. I love that it's blue, but I want it to be different from the first book, that you can tell like easily that it's a different book. So yeah. Also, I wrote it for you.
I always get to vote because
Yeah.
you know she gets to vote on my writing too. So and here, can you remind us what your next book event?
So on Wednesday, this Wednesday, we have a book signing at 6 p.m. It's gonna be an in-person event, of course. You get to pet Mochi. You get to have your book signed. Where we draw or talk about the book. Haven't decided yet, but it's gonna be super fun. We're doing an event in Los Angeles, California, in November 12 at 4 p.m. and it's gonna be a lot of fun. To that one as well, and that one I believe it's pet friendly, so that one you can actually bring your dog. For in our book signings in Spain, they were insane. They were like so one because I only asked for one thing. I was like, it needs to have a, and they were like, yeah, of course, like diva. But then when we were there, everyone was like, turn all the packs were getting so hot because there were so many packs and so many people, and people were screaming for both, for the Barcelona and the Madrid one. So hopefully they're the same. So hopefully people are gonna be there too. Let's see. I hope so too.
And also, in the meantime, you can order the books on this link that Gemma is signing right now.
Yes.
And I think we have just like we can ask you some quick questions. Some quick questions. First question is, where were you born?
I was born in Barcelona, Spain.
This is a great question. Who would you want to play you in a movie?
That's a great question. So, a lot of thought, but I would make. That's a very good question. What I love lately? I love. ¿Cómo es la pelirroja?
Oh, Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Shouldn't you play yourself since we're talking about
Exactly. My yeah. I don't know. Angelina Jolie. I don't know someone hot. No. I would do. I don't know someone.
I like Emma Stone.
I love Emma Stone.
She's wonderful.
Yeah.
What was your first job? We were just talking about this the other night.
My first job, maybe I was a cupcake decorator. Maybe. Yeah. That's my first year's job. You mean? And I worked at Barcelona City Council, and it was hilarious because it was the most boring job you can ever think of. So my work was to organize, take photos, and all I was very young, of course, and all the other employees were people like not all the like
They're probably our age now.
no, they had kids. They were like our parents' age and a little bit younger, but in their 40s, 50s, and you could tell that they were a little bit boring until they're there, and they were like super interested in our love lives, and if you had something, give us advice. So by the end, when I left there, all the ladies were using like
Crazy.
crazy colors. So I think it was a fun job, which is very funny because it was a little bit like the office, the show, which is like such the point that you need to make it fun some other way. So yeah.
It's a high.
Yeah. Hello. I don't know. Maybe yeah.
Do you hate doing?
Any chore. Like I don't do things clean. I don't do it. I hate everything. I mean, I can do laundry. Laundry I can do. Like that's not, I mean, I'm not gonna fold or iron or anything. Like I work. So I clean the clothes because I like clean clothes. But then dryer, I pile them, and then if I need to get dressed, I go to my pile. There was one summer, I think 2 summers ago, where I didn't put anything in during like maybe 3 months. So yeah, I don't recommend that. But yeah, I just hate doing it, so I don't do it. Like I don't care.
You're too busy drawing.
I'm too busy drawing.
What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is Mochi dying, which I know it's gonna happen, so it's but you know what? First, Mochi is immortal, but then I did a pact. We have a pact up to 30, which I think is more than reasonable. 30 for a dog. It's been there in cases. So if he lives up to 30, with that, I don't know, 60 or maybe 58, I don't know, but I would eat if he is, and then we can be buried together, something like that. But he needs to other years because I need a little bit more life.
Oh, I think Yellow may have something.
Yeah, that pack we about there's a little bit of smoke.
Okay, we have 30 seconds. So
Okay,
who makes you laugh the most?
and maybe yellow lady. She's hilarious.
What's the one thing you need to have in your fridge at all times?
Freezer, but
Yeah, it's fair. What's your favorite school subject?
and gym class.
Who's the most interesting person you met recently?
No one. I haven't met anyone lately. Like I'm so bored. The mom is Griffin, Yellow's teacher. I haven't met anyone else.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
I have so many.
You have so many.
I'd say people. It can actually kill me. Like I just can't. Like I can't.
Okay.
He can do whatever. But people. Wow. No.
What's your favorite hobby?
My hobby. I figure skating.
What's your guilty
And reality TV shows.
Do you have any?
I don't. I don't have any time.
Besides
They're not
drawing.
even
They're exactly. What color is your toothbrush?
Okay, what's that? It's purple and yellow. I have to.
What?
Yellow, actually. I love both words.
What's the last album you bought or streamed?
Last, because today we were with the Beatles, but I'd say lately I've been listening to a lot of Billie Eilish. As always.
Yeah, what is the last gift you gave?
The gift. No. Oh yes, very nice actually. No, your gift. Well, yes, that one because I don't want to promote. But I gave a face oil to my sister and my mom. You see her now. In 2 weeks, she's gonna look like her daughter. Yes.
So what's the other one?
The other one is I got myself swimming a pencil and jacket holder. Yeah. It was very big I've ever saw. So
Nice.
yes.
What cause is dear to your heart?
Cause. Honestly, all animal causes, like especially that's very dear to my heart. And also bats. I'm very much into bats. So all the offer it.
What is your greatest achievement?
My greatest achievement? I don't know. What have I achieved? Like
Maybe the shows or the books.
I'm not. No sé. ¿Qué se te va a olvidar?
You created a community around
Yes.
Mochi.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I think about that one.
Where do you want to go that you've never been?
Why? Like, can I go to? I haven't been to Hawaii. I'm gonna tell you because Mochi cannot fly there easily. But
You can drop them off with us in the West Coast.
yeah, I can. But to Hawaii.
Okay, well, I think these are all our questions.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to purchase the book from so you can get it signed. And no, this one signed. And
like
I really
with
hope
your own very special Mochi.
Yes, I really hope you guys like all of them. Like all the signatures are different. Some of them have Mochi's paw print. So, and I hope you love the book. Please follow us on Facebook, and hopefully the TV show is gonna happen. And for doing this circus.
Thank you.
I think but I know. Okay.
Hey, this is John Acuff, New York Times best-selling author of 7 books and someone who's done a live signing. If you like the one you just watched, make sure you check out our YouTube channel. It's full of amazing authors having great conversations and signing books for viewers just like you. So make sure you subscribe, and thanks for watching today.